Okay, you remember yesterday how we learned how to decode words with our word map?
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Okay. Well, let's go ahead and have a little warm up and put our thinking caps on, and we're going to go over that again, okay?
Mhm.
All right, let's get the mat out. Here's your mat, and here's your words. Can you place your words in an even straight line? Go ahead. We're going to let this open, okay? Put your words out. Put your words right here at the front. Okay. Okay. All right, and remember how you put the words here, right? Because this is how we read, remember, because of the arrows, okay?
Mhm.
All right, so I'm gonna give you some words to spell out, okay? And remember to use your sounds, okay? So what is this letter, for instance? So what letter is this?
F.
Okay, what sound does it make? Okay, good job. All right, so the first word you're gonna do is pan, okay? Go ahead, spell it on your word mat. Okay, can you say the letters? Okay, good job. All right, let's do another one. Let's do fast. You do fast?
Yeah.
Okay, and let me hear you say it, sound it out, okay? Ready? Uh-huh.
Asked.
No. Remember, you said ah. It's ah. It's a single letter, okay? Okay, go ahead. S. Come on. T. I didn't hear you. Come on, let's do it again. Ready?
St.
Okay, good job. All right, let's put this warm up and let's get into our lesson for today, okay?
Okay.
Let's put this in this baggie. All right, for right now, I want you to just watch me, okay?
Okay.
You're gonna watch me, you're gonna watch what I write on this piece of paper, okay?
Mhm.
So I want us to go over two words today, and our two words today will be the word do and put, okay? So can you say put? Let's say put together, ready? Put. Okay, now, can you count on your fingers how many like letters or sounds you hear in put? Ready? Let's go.
Put.
Okay, how many was that?
3.
Okay,
Two.
good.
3.
Yeah, it's 3. Don't second guess yourself. You had it right. Okay, ready? So I'm gonna draw. Watch me, okay?
Mhm.
I'm gonna draw 1, 2, 3. Okay, what was the first letter? What was the first sound in the letter put? What was it? Okay, what letter is that?
P.
All right. And can you tell me what was the last one? The last letter in sound.
T.
What was that? What letter is that? What's
T.
Good job. All right. Now, this is the p sound and this is the t sound. But when we say put, what letter is that? Do you know what letter it is? What letter does it sound? And what is that?
U.
Okay, good job. But doesn't it sound kind of weird? It doesn't sound like umbrella. When we say umbrella, we go right? This one says put. It's like right?
Mhm.
So this kind of sounds weird. So when it sounds weird, we put a heart on it. And this is very important and we have to know this, okay?
Mhm.
Let's do another example. Okay, my next word is do, okay?
Mhm.
Can you say do?
Do.
Okay, good job. Okay, what's the letters in do? Ready? Let's count them together. D.
Do.
Ooh.
Ooh.
How many is that?
2.
Good job. So let's draw the 2 lines. Now, what is the first letter? What sound is that?
D.
What is that?
D.
Good job. And what is that letter? What's that ooh sound? What is ooh? Okay, but it sounds weird, right?
Mhm.
It doesn't sound like our normal word. Let's say octopus. What's the O? Ah, right? Okay, so this has a heart as well, okay? Because this is called irregular words, okay? Now, I will get more into that in our next lesson, but I want you to know that when something sounds weird and it's not like our regular words, when we say something, we're going to put a heart on it, okay?
Mhm.
All right, let's go because we're not used to that sound, right?
Mhm.
Okay, for instance, let me give you an example first, okay? So, have you ever went golfing? Have you did put golf? Okay, well, put golf, that's a word. And you hear when I say put. We use the in that sound, right? Put. And then when we say put, we don't make that sound. And usually when we use the letter U, we make the sound that we hear in put, right? And not put. So let's move on to our next lesson, okay?
Mhm.
And for our next lesson, we're gonna use these cards, okay? We're gonna use our pink index cards. And like I said in the last one, I'm gonna show you an example with just me first, okay? And I'm gonna use our letters do and of. Our words do and of again, okay? And do you see how I have a cut in my index card? Do you know why I have that? No? It's okay. Okay, I have a cut in my index card because like I said last time, it's an irregular word, okay? So an irregular word is something that, what? Doesn't always sound the same. Doesn't sound like what we're used to, right? Okay, so we're gonna go over some more sounds that sound weird and we're gonna go over it, okay? So when we said, hold on, these are the wrong words. When we said put, what was the letter that was weird in it?
U.
Good job. And when we said do, what letter was the weird one?
O.
And why was it weird? What sound did it make?
U.
Yes, good job. Yeah, I did that, right? All right. So we're going to go over some more of them, okay? So, can we say this one? Of. Okay. And what's weird? What doesn't sound right? What does an O make? What's the real sound that O's make?
U.
Yes, good job. Okay. So the O is weird in that, right? So that makes it irregular. Okay? So this one, you see how this word is a regular word and it doesn't have the cut on it. Okay? That's why we're going to do these later, okay? So let's do our next word. Ready? They. Do you know what's irregular with this? We haven't seen this before. When you say, let's say it together. Ready? They.
They.
What letter is T? T is T, remember? Okay, so when we say they, we don't hear the T sound, do we?
It's the TH.
Yes, so that's an irregular word, right? Yeah, because this isn't a sound that we always hear. It's not normal, right? Okay, yes. So what sound does the TH make? Like, yeah, like that. You see my teeth? You gotta go. Yes. When you do that, you see your teeth. Your teeth kind of shows when you do that. So let's do this one. What's this letter? What's this word? The, right? So what's the regular letters in there?
TH.
Yes. And what sound does it make again? Yeah, not the whole sound, the word. Okay. All right. So lastly, for our next and final lesson, this one is going to be kind of cool because we're going to read a little short decodable story, okay? Now, I want you to read this first by yourself, but you can whisper it, you can read it to me, okay? You can kind of be like a teacher and you can read it to me, okay? So let's bring you a little closer and I want you to just read these, okay? Ready? Let's go.
Do not put a hand on the fan. It swings.
Okay, we're just reading it right now. It's okay. We'll go over it again, okay? Okay, go do this one.
Do put a lid on the pan if it flips.
Okay, go ahead, read this one.
Do not put an ant in a pit.
Okay. And then let's do this one. It's the last page.
a pen in the pants if you don't have a belt.
Okay, good job. So now what we're gonna do is, now that you read it, we're gonna go over some punctuations. You know what punctuation is? What is it?
It's the things that go at the end.
Okay, good job. But also it can be little signs like this, okay? So let me get a piece of paper out for you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to see this sentence. Okay, it says, do put a pin in the pants if you don't have a belt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but do you see this?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what that's called?
A comma?
No. Close. It kind of looks like that, right? But instead, this one's flying in the air, okay? So when it's flying in the air, we're going to call that an apostrophe, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So an apostrophe, do you know what that is? It's okay if you don't. I'm going to tell you. Do you know? Okay, well, let's learn what an apostrophe is, okay? An apostrophe is like a substitute teacher, okay? So basically, it is used when a contraction has two or more words, okay? So basically, it's like two words combined into one, okay? So the word that we have is don't, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you see this? Okay, so let's read the sentence together. Ready? If you don't have a belt. Okay? So when it says don't, what two words are we combining in it? So if you don't have a belt, what does that mean? Like you do not, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the two words we're combining in it is do and not. But instead of saying the whole word, like instead of saying if you do not have a belt, we're cutting it short and adding that apostrophe at the top, okay? And that apostrophe is gonna bring it together. So it's like a missing puzzle piece, right? So it's like two words combined into one, okay? Now, lastly, for our last thing that we're gonna do today is we're gonna combine some words together, okay? So let's get another piece of paper out and we're gonna do this one together, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Let's use this, okay? You see it says do not put a hand on the fan, it stings. So let's write those words down, okay? Do not put a hand on the fan, period. You see the period?
Mm-hmm.
Okay? It stings, period. All right. So what can we combine? So let's do this one because this one's easy first. When it says it stings, that goes together, right? It stings. That's the end of the sentence, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what we're going to do is we're going to draw a line. It stings because when we read it, it's going to go together, okay? It's kind of like a big jump. So when we say do not put, do you remember what I said about the do not? Like don't, isn't it don't, right? And we combine it together, remember? So what are we going to do? So since this goes together, we're going to combine it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what we're going to do is we're going to jump it together. You see that? So that makes it do not. So that's together, okay? Put a hand on the fan. But can we cut it down into a little sentence? Can we cut it down so it's kind of together? What should we put it with? Does put a hand on the fan? That's too long, right? So let's do not together. Put a hand. Does that sound good? Or put a?
Put a. That doesn't make any sense. You have to make the you have to add.
We're gonna add this word too, right? And that makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna do that jump. Put a hand. Good job. And then what does that leave? On the fan. Does that sound good? Or on the?
On the fan makes sense.
Okay, good job. See, you see how we jumped all these together? Okay, good job, Jordan. High five.